Welcome to Bible in a Year, day 295. Today we read Matthew chapter 18. Jesus explains that it is the will of our Father in heaven that none of us perish, and makes this comparison. If a man has 100 sheep and one of them has gone astray, does he not leave the 99 on the mountains and go in search for the one that went astray? Jesus also explains the proper way to deal with conflict. If your brother sins against you, go and tell him his fault between you and him alone. If he listens to you, you have gained a brother. It ends there. There's no gossip, there's no social media posts. Often we tend to bring others into a disagreement, but there is a biblical order. But if he does not listen, after you go to him one-on-one, take one or two others along with you, that every charge may be established by the evidence of 2 or 3 witnesses. If he refuses to listen to them, then go to the church. Jesus encourages us to pray together. If 2 of you agree on earth about anything they ask, it will be done for them by my Father in heaven. For where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there am I among them. Remember the Lord's Prayer, forgive us as we forgive our debtors. Jesus doubles down with this parable. A king wished to settle accounts with his servants. One servant owed him 10,000 talents, and since he could not pay, his master ordered him to be sold with his wife and children and all that he had, and payment to be made. The servant fell on his knees, imploring him, "Have patience with me, and I will pay you everything." And out of pity for him, the master of that servant released him and forgave his debt. This same forgiven servant found out that one of his fellow servants owed him 100 denarii. He seized and began to choke him, saying, "Pay me what you owe." So his fellow servant fell down and pleaded with him, "Have patience with me, and I will pay you." But this forgiven servant refused and put his fellow servant in prison until he could pay the debt. When the other fellow servants saw what had taken place, they were greatly distressed, and they went and reported it to their master. Then his master summoned him and said to him, "You wicked servant, I forgave you all that debt because you pleaded with me. And should not you have had mercy on your fellow servant as I had mercy on you?" And in anger his master delivered him to the jailers until he could pay his debt. So also my heavenly Father will do to every one of you if you do not forgive your brother from your heart. And this all started with, how many times should we forgive? The Lord wants us to forgive infinitely. Please return tomorrow as we read John chapters 7 and 8. Have a blessed day.